Hey boys and girls, Old Man's Adventures here. Wanted to give you a little report today on my Senada Roamer. Got back from a ride yesterday and went to move it in the garage and noticed that when I lifted the seat, when I picked up under the seat, there was play in the suspension. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I initially thought it was my shock needed adjusting, but that wasn't it. Then I started looking at the pivot points, and the pivot points are okay. That's good and tight. It's snug. The pivot point here at the shock, top of the shock, was good. But then I started noticing when I looked that you could see that here, every time you picked up on the frame, on the seat post, it was moving here. And so anyway, yeah, there's the issue right there. This pin goes through the frame there to the other side, just where there's another one of these just like this. It's got a couple spacers. They're over here in the parts bin. They're fine. Everything's fine. There's no bend in this pin. It's fine. Everything looks good. But when you put it in there, you can see that it just don't fit good. You can put it in these and you see it's a good snug fit. I mean, it slips through easily, but there's no play here. So that's what's happened. We got worn out. I don't understand why they didn't put some type of bearing in there, or at least a sleeve from one side to the other, because as you can see, looking in there, there's two members here that go down from one side to the other, and you could have at least put a sleeve through there, you know, like they do the shock. The shock's got a sleeve, a metal sleeve that goes all the way through. I don't know why they couldn't have done that here, and that would have given this so much more support. Anyway, the bike is a Senada Roamer. It's supposed to have 2-year warranty, so I've had it a year and a half. Well, a little over a year. So anyway, I have emailed Senada, and we will see what they will do. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they'll come back with a stainless steel sleeve that we can drill this out on this side and the other side and put that stainless steel sleeve through there and get the firmness back and the everything, because you know it's not a weakness here, because that's just as straight as it can be. The weakness is right there, is the frame. So we'll see. I don't know what they'll do about it, but I wanted to let y'all know. I know a lot of people are interested in these bikes. It's a good bike. It has become my favorite. It's the best. Well, I've owned two fat tire e-bikes, and this by far has been my favorite of the two. It has taken most everything I've thrown at it, and I mean, I don't jump it or anything. I just ride trails with it, but it's a good bike. I like it a lot. It aggravates me that they let something like this, and this is a quality control issue. There's no doubt that's quality control. They could have put a sleeve on this all the way through there and given this more support, and it wouldn't have worn that like that. So anyway, Old Man's Adventures, I'm out.
Okay, as you can see here, this is a close-up of the hole, and you can tell by looking at it that it's oblong. It's worn and is no longer round. There is the pin that goes through. They call it the plug. It is 7.9 millimeters in diameter. There is the sleeve that I ordered on eBay the mountain bike shock sleeve. It's 12.02 millimeters outside diameter. It is 8 millimeters inside diameter. There it's 36.2 millimeters from side to side across the frame. There's my 12 millimeter drill bit. I just chuck that up in my little power drill there and drilled that hole out. Now that gave me a round hole, and I was able to take that, it just barely fit in there, so I have to take a dead blow hammer and drive it all the way in, and drove it in there until it was flush on both sides, and that's what it looks like when it's in there. It's good to go. There's a view of it from where it goes across from side to side on the frame. I put some heavy duty NLGI number 2 grease on the pin and ran it through there several times. Re-greased it and run it through, re-greased it and run it through, make sure I get that sleeve greased up good all the way through. And then I put it together, put it all back together, and problem solved, and hopefully permanent solution. So, Old Man's Adventures, I'm out of here.